I've never had. I've never actually. I've never had a sleepover. I was always very envious of that as from kids growing up.
You say you were envious, but you're not gonna let our kids have sleepovers.
No, I don't trust people.
Your parents have conditioned you. Shout out to your parents, I love them.
Great.
Your parents have conditioned you to think everybody could be a pedophile.
Everybody can be a pedophile.
Stranger
Everybody
danger.
could be a pedophile.
Good lesson.
I love my parents, and I am infinitely grateful that they raised me the way I did because I'd rather be raised scared of everybody else than trusting everybody else than fucking getting molested. Fuck that.
So when did you break that shell then? Or have you broken that shell when you
What do you
flew
mean?
over to see Flakes?
Well, it's a little different. I mean, at that point, I'm
I was his first sleepover.
yeah, she was my first sleepover. At that point, I'm an 18-year-old. Like
You were 19.
I was 19. You know, my parents and
That's old enough to be a predator, no?
Who, me?
Flakes is older, you know, by 1 year.
True.
No,
You 1 year. It's like 3 months. Wait. 4 months.
She's like 6 months older than me. It's not that big a
4
difference.
months!
It's, you know.
Uh-huh.
I mean, it wasn't breaking my shell at that point. I mean, it was. I guess you could say it was already broken, but I don't know. I think as I never went to school as a kid. I went to third grade and fourth. I went to third grade and fourth grade, and that's it.
Mhm.
I didn't go to any more school, public school besides that. And I went to third and fourth grade in three different schools in 3 different states, and I didn't like it. I learned more at home when I would use the internet and look things up and learn myself. And my parents wanted me raised that way, of just away from people. I didn't have many friends though. That's the only thing about my childhood. And I still haven't mastered that. I don't know how to make friends unless it's online.
Yeah.
I only learned to make friends online from you as well. You taught me. So that was, yeah, you and Mario. You guys are beside. You know,
Really?
that knows it would make friends. Oh yeah, Mario. Flakes was probably the first person I ever messaged online. One of the first people for sure.
I thought you were like a social butterfly. Like you Okay, I didn't know. Huh.
Good at pretending.
I knew people in real life. Like my parents had friends, and I knew their people. I know, but I didn't have any like real friends. But my online experience. I found your stream when I moved to Hawaii with my dad. We went over there to build some cabins for this guy that my dad knew. We moved over to Hawaii, and we were staying on this resort, and I was there with my brother and my dad, and I was like, you know, I didn't have any friends there at the resort, so I was feeling lonely. So I was like, I'll open Twitch, and I've been watching Twitch since I was like 13, never typed in it, and I was like, all right, I'll type in a stream. I'll do it because I've heard that people do this on Twitch. And
Wow.
I mean, I'm seeing it.
and so I decided to type in. I think I typed in NJ Cheese's stream first.
Mhm.
I think, and then from him, I somehow found you. I don't know. Maybe you were.
I think I got raided by NJ.
That probably was it. I think I talked to him. I think I spoke in his stream, and then he raided you. And then after that, like a week or two went by, and then I came back to your stream because I followed you at some point.
Right,
And-
and then Flakes was doing the service work
Flakes-
in the chat.
She was the moderator.
Welcome,
And-
bitch.
I'm pretty sure my first question was how do I get girls? I think I said because I was not a social butterfly. I was like asking you of all people how to get women, and
Little people.
and you were just like, oh, there's this. He's like, you're 16. There's another 16-year-old Flakes, and then you basically told us, you know, go on. And,
You. By the way, you
I
were
don't-
lucky it worked out so well because you literally saw this male in the chat and were like, message Flakes.
you did say that,
After all we'd been through,
and I said,
you take a stranger and you
was
point them to me.
I was
Thank
like,
you.
okay, and I messaged you and I said, hey, you single? And
Yeah.
that was the start of it. That was
Yeah, hey, you single? And I said, depends who's asking.
yeah, and that was the beginning. And you were probably the first person I ever messaged online besides Maru, obviously typing in chat.
Yeah.
Oh,
I never DM'd with anybody. I never did any of that.
I didn't know.
So that was me breaking out on my show.
It's that VOD is up on your channel still. I went back to it recently and reconfirmed the story.
Huh.
Yeah, that's how it went down.
Yeah.
Something similar to that.
All I did for the past like the two years prior, since I was 14, 16, was I just went to work with my dad and I didn't talk to anybody.
Yeah.
I just listened to music all day. That's it. Watched YouTube. Watched Twitch. Good times. A lot simpler. Yeah. And that's the origin story.